From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Morning Edition.
Protesters shutting down the Bay Bridge. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for watching. It's Thursday, November 16th.
So let's get started.
We have to ensure that competition does not veer into conflict.
They are calling it productive talks. President Biden and Chinese President Xi Jinping go face-to-face in the Bay.
He's a dictator in the sense that he is the guy who runs a country that is a communist country.
Doubling down even after the summit, the president not mincing words about the Chinese president.
This seems like a simple case. The government made a simple legal argument.
We enter another day where the man accused of attacking the husband of Nancy Pelosi could learn his fate.
The 60-vote threshold having been achieved, the bill is passed.
Crisis averted. Congress avoids a nationwide shutdown, the next step in our nation's capital. And paying the price. Draymond Green learns his consequences after his latest on-court antics.
Good morning to all of you. We are up and at 'em this morning on a Thursday with some breaking news, a couple breaking news items. I'm Nicole Zalumis.
I'm Reed Cowan. Let's get to our expert on all things transportation, Gianna. And we understand the Bay Bridge shut down because of protesters?
Yeah, completely shut down. This is westbound, and this is the eastern span as you head into San Francisco, looking live right here. It's just as you head onto the upper deck. So just past this point, Treasure Island will be, and you're heading into San Francisco. Let's get a different perspective. This is maybe a little bit of a better view. Look at that back up there. So we're getting word that about 100, maybe more people standing in lanes, protesters. They've completely shut down the Bay Bridge. Of course, APEC happening in San Francisco this weekend. President Biden is here in San Francisco, so we've seen this kind of activity the last couple of days, but this here is going to cause a big headache for anyone heading into San Francisco this morning, unfortunately. And you can see that right there at the bottom of your screen, all those flashing lights. There's a lot of CHP presence there, and all those cars just backed up for miles, stuck behind those protesters, people just trying to get to work or to school this morning or into San Francisco. So this is going to cause a big mess for anyone commuting into the city. I'm going to ask our producers if I can go to my traffic maps right now so we can kind of show you what it looks like on our mapping system, how backed up that traffic is. If it's down to a standstill where the closure is. And again, this is just past Treasure Island. So here's that perspective. You see all that red there across the bridge right in the middle of your screen. That indicates speeds either under 9 miles per hour or exactly at a standstill. And that backup is extending all the way to the foot of the maze and beyond that. East Shore Freeway will be affected. Anyone coming from westbound 580. Look at the travel times, you guys.
Whoa.
108 minutes just to go from the maze. That's one end of the bridge into San Francisco.
And you think of that 108 minutes, Gianna, and we know people are coming in for work, but also we know that potentially a first responder might need to get through, an ambulance might need to get through, a fire truck need to get through, and it is shut down. We need these bridges to flow for so many reasons for so many people.
Yeah, and they anticipated stuff like this potentially happening. They had one lane shut down with the start of APEC in order to maybe facilitate emergency vehicles with the anticipation of all this extra traffic congestion. But to shut down all lanes, it completely cuts off anyone getting into San Francisco right now. And we're seeing just on social media, people holding signs and just standing there. It's quite an interesting thing to see people actually walking and standing on the Bay Bridge and blocking all of that. So I'm going to have some alternates. I know if you're watching right now, you're probably wondering, how am I going to get to work this morning? We'll have that coming up in just a minute, but we should check in with Darren.
Yeah, it's called BART.
Yeah, BART. That's a good one too, but some other bridges.
BART is not on the brink today, Darren, because people need to get to work.
It's an important point. I mean, it shows just how crucial BART is in our area.
Yeah, timely for that, considering the amount of time we spent telling Bart's story last week. At least we're not getting a whole lot of rain right now. We are in a bit of a window of kind of quietness for the weather. So I want to just show you what happens this afternoon. We've still got a good amount of rain to get through from this system. I know that maybe you haven't necessarily gotten a lot for your part of the bay since we've been tracking this. But over the next 36 hours, the system's finally coming on shore. Today's not all that impressive. We do get a few scattered showers as we go through the afternoon, and maybe even an occasional thunderstorm could be mixed in with that today. But I'm going to jump ahead to Friday. Look at the timestamp up there, and watch how different things look tomorrow. This is when the center of the storm comes on shore, and once we get into the early afternoon, you're going to notice much more widespread rain. The possibility is still there as well for an occasional thunderstorm as well. and it'll stay with us from Friday into Saturday. Both days are going to be probably the two most impressive days of this whole pattern that we've had so far. We're going to look at that on the big picture, and I'll go into more detail on the system as a whole. But for right now, since you're not getting rained on out there, what's it feel like temperature-wise? Pretty much mid to upper 50s. Go ahead and take a look at the rest of the bay as a whole, and you can see the numbers are all pretty much sitting in the mid-50s wherever you go. Whether you're up in the North Bay or down into the South Bay as well, your numbers are also upper 50s. I'll see you with more in a bit. For now, guys, back to you.
All right, Darren, thank you. Let's talk about that traffic trouble on the Bay Bridge. Live look here once again. All lanes shut down westbound before Treasure Island. As you head into San Francisco this morning, you're going to need to work around this. This is because of protesters blocking lanes. About 100+ people are standing there with signs, and it is just a mess for anyone heading into San Francisco. About 112 minutes, so almost 2 hours to go from the maze over into San Francisco. It depends on where you're coming from, too, if you're taking 80 or if you're taking westbound 580. I want to show you a couple other bridges as alternates. So we talked about BART, public transit, great idea to avoid that closure. San Mateo Bridge will get you across the bay. You can work your way back around 101 to head into San Francisco. I also want to show you that BART is on time this morning. Even the Richmond-San Rafael Bridge will be a good alternate.
Let's get to some other major breaking news this morning. It's official. The A's have been given permission to leave Oakland. MLB owners voted unanimously to send the Athletics to Las Vegas starting in 2028. That year, the team is expected to move into a $1.5 billion facility off the Las Vegas Strip. Now, until then, they have one more year on their lease in the Oakland Coliseum. And after that's up, they're going to have to find a temporary home for a couple of years.
Yeah, so with that breaking news today, A's owner John Fisher has cleared one of the final hurdles to his bid to relocate the franchise.
And this morning, MLB owners voted unanimously to approve the team's move from Oakland to Las Vegas.
Yeah, it's not the best news for most A's fans to wake up to this morning. We're sorry to bring it to you. But even with the league's approval, there are still a lot of question marks going forward. And here to help us answer and understand some of the questions is former A's executive Andy Dolich. Andy, good morning to you.
Good morning on a day that is not positive in many areas, especially for fans of the green and gold.
Well, obviously, I mean, you have a frown on your face. Are you at all surprised by this news?
No, because at the very root of all of this is a $4.4 billion, which gets overlooked. Major League Baseball has said for many, many months that once the A's have a new stadium under construction, same with Tampa Bay, they want to expand to 2 additional markets at $2.2 billion for each market. I'm not a math genius, but that's $4.4 billion, which gets shared with the 30 owners. And those 30 owners voted unanimously this morning to let the A's try to build a $1.5 billion dome stadium that is supposed to open up in 2028. Are you making plans for 2028 for anything? Yeah. You look at the Nevada State Teachers Union, which has a lawsuit which is proceeding. That could definitely throw a spitball into this circumstance. And Oakland has never used its legal and legislative clout. And now it's time to fight like hell, even though you've seen this approval.
Andy, I'm glad you brought that up because we did have Oakland Council member Noel Gallo on this earlier this morning, who really talked specifically that that is going to be one of his recommendations. And when you think if there is going to be any legal action taken, this has been going on for decades, or for at least, what 15, 20 years?
A long time. John Fisher's owned the team for 18 years. While many others built beautiful new stadiums, can you say Chase Center, Golden One Center? He even built a new soccer stadium. People don't even know that he owns the Earthquakes. But if you look at the first legal opportunity, is the eminent domain opportunity to claw back 50% of the Coliseum that the county sold to the A's several years ago. Why do they need that now if they're moving? That makes no sense. They should look at that opportunity. The A's $500 million relocation fee that was going to be charged by baseball, that disappeared without any public explanation. I'd look for legal discovery, what happened to that. But the greed for green and gold has now put the future of the green and gold in Oakland in serious doubt.
Andy, I worked in Las Vegas for more than a decade. I saw what happened leading up to the Raiders coming to Las Vegas, the Golden Knights, and all of that. I was acquainted with the people who made lots of big dollar decisions. I'm going to play devil's advocate here, and certainly this is not something that I have heard or know. Maybe it's just too armchair, but how do we know that this isn't an effort by Mr. Fisher to get the team to Vegas, to get a shiny brand new stadium, and then sell the team and up the price? How do we know that's not at play? You've been in the boardrooms before. Is that possible?
You looked in your crystal ball and you got it right. John Fisher bought the team for $180 million. It's worth today, even though he's destroyed it by intent, $1.2 billion. Sports economists and others believe that if they are building in Vegas, that doubles the value of the franchise. He sells the team and goes, what a smart guy am I, even though I've never talked to the public in 18 years. You are right on.
You know who has deep pockets in Vegas who could potentially be buyers? They have Red Rock Casino
there's
and the
buyers
Fertitta brothers.
all over the country. Joe Lacob, owner of the Warriors, has talked about it. Many, many others. And John Fisher refused to sell. He's failed 7 or 8 times in the Bay Area. He's blamed that on various elected officials. They could already be playing in a brand new ballpark at the Oakland Coliseum in front of sellout crowds with great players, because that has happened before in history after a previous owner, Charlie Finley, quit on Oakland and the Haas family made it a jewel.
So, Andy, before we let you go real quick, where are they going to play in 2025?
They're going to be the Bedouin A's. They're going to be wandering in the desert like the Savannah Bananas.
No.
I just think that is another incredible question. You're going to play in the Coliseum. You've just been through a messy divorce. How's that going to work?
Well,
you're going to share the stadium with the Giants? I don't think so.
Yeah.
You're going to play in the Las Vegas Aviators non-dome stadium, where the temperature at first pitch is 116, but it feels like 122.
Well, in Las Vegas, Mayor Carolyn Goodman has long wanted, them to play at Cashman Field. If you live in Vegas, you know that. So there are places that they could play. It's just, how do you play in the heat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm Tony Clark, the head of the Major League Baseball Players Association, am I going to put our players' health at risk?
Right.
No, absolutely not. And let's not forget, this is not a few games like the NFL. This is 81 home games of a team that's going to Vegas with a terrible record and an owner that people can't believe in because they don't see him.
Question, I'm so sorry to jump in here, but could the fix have already been in? Could they use Raiders Stadium, just change it up a little bit, just for the purposes of a baseball game? Again, just pulling at strings here.
To play an Allegiant Stadium?
Yeah.
Happens in Vegas, stays in Vegas. So I guess anything could happen, guys. And this story is far from done. And you can see over my shoulder, Dave Newhouse and I have written a book called Goodbye Oakland. And I hope it is not a true title.
We hope so, too. And, it's sad for the fans. I think that's one thing we have to definitely point out. This is hard for fans. Andy Dolich, we appreciate your insight. I'm sure we will talk to you more soon as more news comes out about the Oakland A's moving to Las Vegas. We appreciate it.
This horsehide soap opera is going on for a long time. See you guys.
Thank you, Andy. One of the cities that wasn't brought up was Sacramento. And I think that Sacramento could be an option for them. They could still, have their fans travel up there, but, it's most likely going to be an ongoing saga that we continue to cover here. Well, although this is one of the last steps the Athletics needed to move to Vegas, there are still some options to keep the A's rooted. And earlier, we spoke to Oakland City Council member Noel Gallo, who's an avid supporter of the A's staying in Oakland. He says a class action lawsuit could be taken to the organization.
For me, it's just about the owners trying to make extra millions of dollars and relocate a professional team from a city. And we got to stop that action as an antitrust law action.
The A's are set to be the first Major League Baseball team to relocate since 2005, when the Montreal Expos became the Washington Nationals.
You said it, fans.
I mean, that's
Right.
what all I keep thinking about right now. You were a season ticket holder. I mean, years of memories just are made at baseball games. I mean, I didn't grow up in the Bay, but I've been here for 15 years. I cannot tell you how many A's games I've been to, just even covering the A's for 95.7 The Game for a while. And it's just sad to see because it really is such a thing for people to sort of, you're a parent, you know, share that love of your team with your kids, and now it's not even going to be an option anymore.
Well, and I'll say this as a Bay Area native, it's a completely different experience to go to an A's game versus a Giants game. It's more accessible to go to an A's game. You know, Giants game, it's a big production, especially when you're from the East Bay. So hopefully Oakland can have a team. If it's not the A's, one of the expansion teams.
Another part of the story here really is you at home. And so we want to hear from you. In fact, maybe tape a 20-second reaction to what's happening. Put it on social media. Use the hashtag KPIX. You'll be a part of this community conversation. We'll be right back.